Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe my channel. Top 10 action movies and more update. Thank you. The 2022 American action drama movie Top Gun: Maverick. Captain Pete Maverick Mitchell of the United States Navy is a test pilot more than 30 years after earning his Top Gun degree. Despite his many accomplishments, continuous disobedience has prevented him from being promoted to flag rank. Nevertheless, Admiral Tom "Iceman" Kazansky, a former Top Gun adversary and current commander of the U.S. Pacific Fleet, frequently intervenes to prevent Maverick from being grounded. In favor of funding drones, Rear Admiral Chester Hammer Cain intends to halt Maverick's hypersonic Dark Star scramjet development. Maverick switches the flight plan in the forthcoming test from Mach 9 to Mach 10 in order to comply with the program's contract cancellation of the program. However, when Maverick accelerates faster than Mach 10, the prototype, a 2022 American Christmas action comedy movie, is titled Violent Night in order to celebrate Christmas with his sister Alva, her new boyfriend and would-be action star Morgan Steele, and Alva's online streamer son Bertrude, Jason Lightstone. His divorced wife Linda, and their 7-year-old daughter Trudy travel to Greenwich, Connecticut, and stay at his mother Gertrude's mansion. Jason and Linda help Trudy speak to Santa on an outdated walkie-talkie and overhear her one request: to reunite the family. Santa Claus comes at the Lightstone mansion while inebriated and delivers gifts, where the caterers disclose they are Christmas-themed codenames for the mercenary. They massacre the workers at the direction of Mr. Scrooge, then kidnap the family. One of the henchmen spots Santa, causing the reindeer to flee. They engage in combat until Santa pushes the man out of a window, where he dies. Stuck, Santa has the decision. Nothing new in the West. Im Westen nichts Neues, All Quiet on the Western Front in German. The German newspaper originally published the book in November and December 1928. The protagonist of the book is German soldier Paul Baumer, who fought on the Western Front in World War I. Paul begins the tale with his parents, sister, and them living in a quaint German village. He goes to school, where his instructor Kontorek's patriotic speeches inspire the entire class to enlist in the Imperial German Army soon after the start of the First World War. With his friends and classmates, Lehr, Mola, Kropp, Kemmerich, and various other characters, Baumer travels to the Western Front. There, they encounter veterans. An epic science fiction movie starring Americans is called Avatar: The Way of Water. Jake Sully, the chief of the Omaticaya clan, raises a family with Neytiri that consists of sons Nethium and Loake, daughter Tuk, adopted daughter Kiri born from Grace Augustine's inert avatar, and a human boy named Spider, the son of Colonel Miles Quaritch, who was responsible for the Na'vi resistance to the Resources Development Administration (RDA) invasion of Pandora 15 years prior. Jake is in charge of a guerrilla offensive against the RDA 1 year later. Quaritch and his men kidnap Jake's kids while on a counter. A 2022 American historical action movie called Emancipation. The movie's release was apparently postponed until 2023 in May 2022 for a number of reasons, including several production setbacks, the fallout from Smith slapping Chris Rock at the 94th Academy Awards, and Apple's jam-packed release schedule for movies. 2021. It was then changed to take place in December 2022. I read the script for the first time approximately 2 years ago. It affected my heart and spirit in a variety of ways that are difficult to explain, but I believe you get the idea. We are currently observing some of the emotions I was experiencing on the streets. Sadness, rage, love, faith, and hope are all present. The fact that they won't put up with it any longer is crucial to note and what gives me the most optimism. 5. In 2018, produced. A 2022 American superhero movie is titled Black Adam. The crown of Sabak was established in 2600 BC by the despotic ruler Akhton of Kondak in an effort to consolidate his control. The Council of Wizards bestows the Shazam powers on a young slave boy when he. Adriana Thomas, an archaeologist and resistance fighter, is currently trying to find the crown of Sabak with the aid of her brother Kareem and their co-workers Samir and Ishmael, while Kondak is being subjugated by the.
Adriana Thomas, an archaeologist and resistance fighter, is currently trying to find the crown of Sabak with the aid of her brother Kareem and their co-workers Samir and Ishmael, while Kondak is being subjugated by the Intergang, a mercenary group. Adriana is forced to read an incantation that awakens Teth Adam, whom she believes to be Kondak's champion, from a slumber, as she receives the crown after Intergang ambushes them. A 2022 American film called Everything Everywhere All at Once is an absurdist comedy drama. Evelyn Quan Wang meets Wayman Wang in China and, against her father's protests, elopes to the United States. The couple has a daughter named Joy and operates a laundromat. The laundry is currently the subject of an IRS audit years later. Evelyn's demanding father, Gong Gong A, is visiting for a Chinese New Year celebration that she is hosting. Wayman is attempting to serve her with divorce papers, and Joy wants her mother to accept her non-Chinese girlfriend Becky, about whom Evelyn lies to Gong Gong. During a contentious encounter with IRS Inspector Deirdre Buber, Wayman, a variation of Wayman, briefly takes control of his body. From the Alphaverse, Wayman Evelyn is told by Alpha Wayman that there are numerous parallel universes, since each decision she makes in life generates a brand new alternate reality. First jumping technology was created. A 2022 American horror thriller movie is titled The Imitation.
A classic American male voice has standard pronunciation that will be acceptable to most listeners. It is easy and familiar to perceive.
Evie gradually starts to discover unpleasant happenings when she is there. Emalini, who was seen in a flashback, appears to her and hangs herself from the stairway. As a mysterious figure attacks the maids, they start to vanish. Before realizing that Walter had been looking into Evie before she arrived, she finds herself being courted by him. She confronts him and makes threats to leave, but they make up and engage in sexual activity. At the rehearsal dinner, which the family hosts, Evie anticipates meeting the bride and groom for the first time. Instead, Walter declares that he and Evie will be getting married. A maid's throat is cut by the butler, Mr. Field, and her blood is then poured into a basin. It is revealed who Walter, Lucy, and Victoria are. An American science fiction horror movie from 2022 is titled Intrigan, pronounced Megan. Eva and Ryan, together with their daughter Katie, are in a car accident in the Oregon Highlands as they travel to a ski resort. The only survivor, Katie, is sent to live with her maternal aunt Gemma in Seattle, where she works as a roboticist for Funky, a high-tech toy manufacturer. M3GAN, short for Model 3 Generative Android, is a lifelike artificial intelligence doll that Gemma is currently developing. It is intended to be a devoted friend to the child it is developed for and an ally to their carers. Following a trial run for Gemma's manager, David Lynn, goes awry. He compels her to give up the project and concentrate on redesigning another well-liked toy that the business offers in order to increase revenues. Gemma and Katie. A 2022 American action comedy movie is titled Bullet Train. In Tokyo, Yuichi Kimura boards a bullet train to look for the person who attacked his son Wataru. Operative Ladybug, working in place of a sick teammate named Carver, is tasked with retrieving a briefcase full of cash from the same train under the supervision of his supervisor Maria Beetle. Ladybug is hesitant because of his recent run of terrible luck at work, which included accidental fatalities. Two English assassin brothers with the codes Lemon and Tangerine are also traveling on the train. They have just saved a man named the Sun from kidnappers and are carrying him and the briefcase to his father, a Russian-born Yakuza boss known as the White Death. The Sun is poisoned while on the journey. Ladybug retrieves the briefcase covertly, but the Wolf, another assassin, attacks him as he exits the train. The Wolf wrongly assumes Ladybug to be one of their murderers after seeing her at his